position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Great to have you along. UB Stadium in Buffalo, home to the Buffalo Bulls. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on last year's national champions, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulls offense takes the field. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Blunt. Spits it out to the back. Working that left side now. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Bulls are rolling down the field.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all... Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Finds his big tight end. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Bulls have pushed it inside the 20. The inside handoff. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now the play fake. Makes the grab. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The Bulls didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. To the air, it's Blunt. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Callaway. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, the right reads, he showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the physical play there forces the on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go.
Good enough for
Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Going to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And the Bulls had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Back to pass on second down. He breaks a tackle, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting them on the ground.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Give to the running back. There he goes! Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Blunt. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. We've reached the break. Buffalo has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They've got it at the 36 on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. And as he throws, finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean,
intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Fires to the big fella. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Beebe. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
To the air on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10.
man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Auburn escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Tigers fans there today could have done without this one being so close. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's Blunt. It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Caught close to the marker, it's Rousseau. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Flying down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill has it. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Here he comes from his own end zone. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Buffalo. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Rides the back and leaves it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Wheeler. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes the grab. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. To the air on 1st down. Setting up the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Irish. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, we're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the 2nd half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking downfield. It's Blunt. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Buffalo.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. They're working that left side. Makes to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Bulls will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
Well, that was just weird. Quarterback not even looking that guy's direction. Throws it, it gets deflected, and all of a sudden Johnny on the spot somehow is able to make that catch. Great awareness, and then he tries to advance it to make something positive happen. Well done.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The run from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble and throws. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but they got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
They'll leave it with him. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
The Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Catch in the middle, it's Rousseau. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw, it's Blunt. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. And the Bulls have their offense in high gear. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, 1st and goal at the 1. Trying to barge in. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Buffalo! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Out of the gun to give to the back. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Turning it on. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. On the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Oh, he's got a chance. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. They're facing a 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Blunt. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're back backed up in your own territory. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down. Because the RPO game's been a problem.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about this? That's catch number 300 in his career.
And it doesn't matter who's been playing quarterback in this offense. Who's ever pulling the trigger, they know this guy is dependable. 300 catches, David, that is a lot.
Just unreal consistency. Over 300 catches. That is unbelievably amazing. The consistency, the work, the toughness, the dirt.
Oh, he's got some space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Blunt. Going for 6. Into the house. Touchdown Bulls. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Takes the handoff. It's McConnell. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Caught in the backfield. It's Beebe. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Got it in the middle. It's Wheeler. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Notre Dame right back to the line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's McConnell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Here comes the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. Got some room to run. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Looking for a man. It's Blunt. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Bulls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quick completion on the out route. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. And those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And the Bulls will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Here come the Irish back on offense. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Wheeler. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man in the middle. They'll immediately call timeout.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays.
Looking for the end zone. And it's his 4th interception of the game.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Blunt. This time he's got it. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it. They should be able to kneel this one out. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. contest. Like, your goal is to survive in advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception.
He tries to take the top off. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Might be changing the route. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.